Hello, 5th grade. In this video, I'm going to show you how to go through the color mixing worksheet. I'm going to start off with our primary colors of red, blue, and yellow. We're using oil pastels to mix today, but this is exactly what we're going to do when we mix paint, and they work exactly the same. So we're learning some of those paint mixing skills early. So I'm going to work on making orange now, which is red and yellow. With oil pastels, you might have to go back and forth a little bit or color over quite a bit, but they will mix together to create the colors we're looking for. So now that I've gone over with a lot more yellow than red, I'm going to clean off my yellow oil pastel and start working on green. So again, green is going to be yellow and blue. And see how I'm using just a little bit of blue, and then I'm going to mix in with my yellow again, so I create that nice green color. Red and blue are bully colors, so when you mix them with a lighter color like yellow, you need a lot more yellow than you need blue or red. Now I'm mixing my blue and red together to make purple. Your purple is going to look really dark because that's just how it works with the paint and the oil pastels as you're mixing. Now I'm going to work on some of my other colors. This is really just about experimentation. I'm trying to make some brown, which is red, as well as yellow. But I also need to add the tiniest bit of blue, which seems weird, but it is what's going to get you to brown. This color might take you a little bit to get the kind of brown you like. If you want it to be lighter, you can add a little bit of white, but it's going to be a lot of yellow, a good amount of red, and just a tiny little bit of blue to make your brown color. It might not turn out exactly how you want with oil pastels, but it will turn out really well with your paint. Next, I'm just going to scribble on some white with my white oil pastel and some black with my black oil pastel. Now I'm going to make some light orange, so I'm going to do just a little bit of red. I'm going to clean off my oil pastel again, and then I'm going to add a lot of yellow. Again, red is a bully color, so if we want it to turn out lighter, we got to add less red and a lot more yellow. If you start out by adding a lot of a bully color, you're going to have to add so much more of your lighter colors. So start with just a little bit and then use your lighter colors. Same with the green. I'm going to use a little bit of blue and a lot of yellow to get the color I want. I'm even going to add some white to really bring out that color more. Now to make my light purple, again I'm going in with the red and the blue, and I'm adding white on top so I can really see that purple shine through because it is a very dark color. Now I'm going to make pink, which is a little bit of red and then a lot of white. And I get that nice pink color. When I do my light gray, I'm going to add the smallest amount of black that I can because it does not take much at all to darken up that color and make our light gray. For my dark gray, I'm going to add a little more black, but still not a ton. And then I'm going to add the white over top. And lastly, the last row is just for you to experiment. You'll see me just mix all the colors together to try it out to see what happens. All the colors mixed together do make black. It's very hard to balance all the colors so they make black. Unfortunately, with your paint, it's probably going to make a really ugly color, but this space is just for you to experiment. I highly suggest if you have a color that you want to use for your project, you should mix or practice mixing that color. Once you are all done, you can go ahead and put that in your cubby, and please make sure that you check the floor for any oil pastels since they are messy. So grab all your oil pastels, make sure they return back to the bins in the middle of the table, and then you are all set. Great work, 5th graders.